Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to this week's Wrestling Trivia Tuesday. Hopefully, everybody had a great weekend. As you just seen this past Saturday, it was announced that Loverboy Dennis Condrey had passed away. Yep, my childhood is just withering away, I guess. Sorry, I should have came up with a better word, but kind of ad-libbing here. But uh, Friday it was announced Chuck Norris passed away, and then now uh, Dennis Condrey passed away. A member of one of my favorite tag teams, of course, the Midnight Express. We'll talk more about Dennis Condrey on this Friday's Wrestling Gold Friday night. But until then, let's click the intro and begin this week's Wrestling Trivia Tuesday. Hopefully, put a little bit of a smile on people's face. Hello, folks. Thank you for tuning in to this week's Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, episode 177. If this is your first time watching, what I do is every Tuesday ask 5 questions, all dealing with the sport of professional wrestling. So hit me up in the chats, let me know how you did, or just give me a friendly hello. Remember, if you go 5 for 5, again, let me know in the comments. That way, give you a shout out on next week's Wrestling Trivia Tuesday and give you a shout out on this week's Spot Show live stream. So, without the way, let's go have some fun with question number one. Question number one this week. What arena did WrestleMania 21 take place? Was it A, Madison Square Garden, B, Allstate Arena, or C, the Staples Center? All right, question number one again. What arena did WrestleMania 21 take place? Was it A, Madison Square Garden, B, Allstate Arena, or C, the Staples Center? Well, this one should have been a little bit of a softball here because WrestleMania 21 is when they went Hollywood, so therefore it did take place at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California. This one was kind of fun. I think the vignettes, the Hollywood vignettes, the movie stuff they did was pretty entertaining. It's mm, probably a little more entertaining than WrestleMania itself. I can't really remember everything about it, but yeah, of course, WrestleMania 20 did take place at Madison Square Garden. WrestleMania 22, I believe, took place at the Allstate Arena. All right, let's go to question number two this week. Question number two. What event did the Tasmaniac, of course, he's better known as just simply Taz, win his first ECW television championship? Was it A, Hardcore TV taping, B, November to Remember 93, or C, ECW Hardcore Heaven 94? All right, question number two again. What event did the Tasmaniac win his first TV championship? Was it A, Hardcore TV, B, ECW November to Remember, or C, ECW Hardcore Heaven 94? Probably should have been another softball question, but just throw it out there. It was a ECW Hardcore TV taping. Believe he defeated. Who did he defeat? If you remember who he defeated, hit me up in the chats. I can't remember right now. I know who he lost it against, but I can't remember who he defeated for it off the top of my head. But anyway, Let's go to question number 3. Question number 3 this week. Who did Kushida defeat to win the 2015 Best of the Super Juniors tournament? Was it A, David Finley Jr., B, Guido, or C, Kyle O'Reilly? All right. Question number 3. Who did Kushida defeat to win the 2015 Best of the Super Juniors tournament? Was it A, David Finley Jr., B, Gito, or C, Kyle O'Reilly? The answer is C, Kyle O'Reilly. Defeated him in the tournament. Of course, they had like different, A bracket, B bracket. Uh, David Finley, I think, came out with 0 points in that tournament. Kid was just getting started at the time, so of course, Kyle O'Reilly, who was kind of a name in the indie circuit at the time, and I think he was getting close to signing with NXT. So, um, but yeah, I always dug Kyle O'Reilly's work. Too bad the injury bug caught him, and now he's got that shoulder or arm is kind of, I think he's got nerve damage or something like that now. But he still continues, but um, and still puts on pretty good matches too. All right, let's go to question number 4 this week. Question number 4. Uh, Back in 1989, Dennis Condrey went back to the Continental Territory. This time it is called the Continental Wrestling Federation. So he set up a little challenge, $1,000 challenge, where he applied a move. You got 1 minute to get up and touch all 4 corners, and then you win $1,000. Question is, what move did you have to get up and touch all 4 corners within a minute after applied by Dennis Condrey and Continental Wrestling Federation? Was it A, the DDT, B, the Brain Buster, or C, the Pile Driver? All right, question number 4. Again, kind of long-winded here. What move did you have to get up from and touch all 4 corners within a minute after applied by Dennis Condrey and the Continental Wrestling Federation? Was it A, the DDT, B, the Brain Buster, or C, the Pile Driver? The answer is the DDT. Yes, he was doing the DDT at the time. Calling himself the Lethal Weapon, Dennis Condrey. This is after him and Randy Rhodes went back, did the feud with the New Midnight Express, if you want to call it, Bobby and Stan Lane. Of course, during this time, he went to ICW for the Angelo Mosca team with Doug Gilbert to form the Lethal Weapons. But yet, he had this little challenge here, DDT challenge. If you get up, touch all 4 corners, you won $1,000. But don't think anybody ever won it, especially a fan. Anyway, rest in peace, Dennis Condrey. All right, before we get to the main event question, going to take a quick commercial break. Be right back after this message. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. If you made it this far in the video, you're having fun. You folks know what to do. Everybody says this, so let's go through the whole routine. If you enjoy it, click on that like button. Also, leave me a comment. Give me your opinions on anything I talk about tonight. Ask questions, or just drop a friendly hello. That's always cool as well. Also, if you enjoy listening to a fan, just like you folks at home, talk about the sport of professional wrestling, be a champ, click on that subscribe button. Now, back to our program. All right, here we go. Main event question number 5, boys and girls. Where did Blackjack Mulligan defeat Jose Lothario for his second NWA Texas Heavyweight Championship? Was it A, Dallas, Texas, B, Houston, Texas, or C, Irving, Texas? All right, main event question number 5 again. Where did Blackjack Mulligan defeat Jose Lothario for his second NWA Texas Heavyweight Championship? Was it A, Dallas, Texas, B, Houston, Texas, or C, Irving, Texas? The answer is B, Houston, Texas. Paul Bosch's area. I'm not sure. I'm thinking Paul Bosch still ran that town. Usually they kind of just, if I remember correctly, he didn't really have belts of his own. He just had other people defend their championships in his town. But anyway, that does it for this week's Wrestling Trivia Tuesday. Hope you folks have fun. Until next time, you folks have a good one. Take it easy and have a good one.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.
Ronald Ray here saying thank you for checking out my video. If you don't mind, go ahead and click that thumbs up button, leave a comment, and share this video with family and friends. I would also appreciate it if you would subscribe to RP2 Vision, where I cover the sport of professional wrestling from yesterday to today. Now don't forget to click the notification bell as well, so you'll be notified when my other weekly content is available, like Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, WWE Raw Recap, and AEW Dynamite Recap. I also have 2 live streams. Every Thursday at 8 p.m., it's Spot Show Live Stream, where I discuss the latest news in professional wrestling. And on Friday nights at 8 o'clock p.m., it's Wrestling Gold Friday Night, where I discuss the good old days of professional wrestling. When wrestling was wrestling, wrestling was real because it's still real to us. Folks, have a good one and take it easy.